Happy New Year. Hey, how's it going? All right, well, first kit of the new year is this. Bandai. I like a bit of Bandai. Pretty easy to put together. And this is a kit that I've been looking at for a long time, and finally my local hobby store got a couple, so I snapped one up. All right, so you can see it's a big old box. It's hard to get into my camera because it's so big, but you can see nice artwork, classic Dragon Ball Z. It's the motorcycle. You get a choice of 3 different modes, which you can build it and then you can sort of change it because it's engineered as such so that everything comes apart and you can put it back together again in 3 different versions, which is kind of cool. So you can display it in 3 different ways when you're done. I'm really into the bike. The whole cafe racer style bike was what really caught my eye, and it's pretty awesome, I think. On the side, we can squeeze that in. You've got some nice pictures there. Different details on the bike. Very cool. And the different modes, the bipedal mode, which I kind of like actually. I think that's cool. And the kind of weird trike mode. Looks like a wheelchair kind of thing, but that's cool as well. So let's have a look. Doesn't really have a scale on it. So yeah, it's a fantasy scale. The box is full up, as you can see, which is really nice. Now, with this, you get a choice of decals, like water slide and stickers, and you kind of like mix and match them slightly. So they give you some basic water slide ones and some stickers as well. So first off, this looks like parts of the girl that's riding the bike. Everything is in different colors, which is great. If you just want to build it straight out of the box, it'll look awesome. So flesh color, face, arms and legs. Beautiful chrome. I think actually the chrome on this is amazing. There are the wheels, exhaust pipe. Although I'm not a big fan of chrome on model kits, and I've got an idea that I'm probably going to do all the chrome on this as a kind of a dull metal finish, almost not aluminium, but like a polished aluminium. Because I just think chrome is just way too shiny and glitzy, and I don't know. I think for a more added realism, I think more of a sort of a duller metal finish I think will look better. But like I said, again, if you want to build it out of the box, that chrome is going to look fantastic. All right. So there, like I said, everything's molded in color. You literally don't have to paint this kit at all if you don't want to. Parts of the body for the bike: the fairing, front fairing, fuel tank, frame. It's pretty big. You can see the diameter of those wheels, and you can see the size of the fuel tank. It's actually a very, very large kit, or the finished bike's pretty big. So nothing small and fiddly, which is great as well. Here's the body of the young lady, Bulma. And again, fantastically detailed molding. More flesh colors. I mean, the great thing is that they literally have done everything in color, so you don't have to paint one item. I mean, they've even these little panels here for the motorcycle, the bow in red, the rest of her shirt top in kind of sail color, and then her outfit in that, it looks like a kind of military green. It's fantastic. And you get a choice of her standing up, obviously, sitting down. The 3 different versions of her in various poses. Typical Bandai quality as well. I mean, let's get that back here. The weight of the plastic is great. I mean, it really is nice. Very heavy duty, beautifully molded. Absolutely fantastic. Again, there you go, stickers. See a little sticker sheet. Looks like there's some of these stickers for the actual figure. There's some eyes there. 3 sets of eyes for different versions. Looks like speed dials for the bike, and you got the numbers there, but you get those as a water slide, which is great because I'll be using the water slide decals. That looks like it goes on the front of the headlamp. Again, more color molding. Bits of the engine all molded in kind of what looks like I don't know, it looks like a silver color. It's kind of dark, like a dark silver. But that's really nice because if you're going to paint this, which like I will, it gives you the color guide straight away just by looking at the parts. I mean, unless you want to actually pick out certain parts and change them, I think the bike, the metal on the bike would be a good exercise to use different finishes, different metal finishes like steel, aluminium, etc. So you get some nice, interesting realism and just interesting in general. So, so everything doesn't kind of look the same. Because otherwise there's no point in painting it if you're going to just emulate the original color. Yep, that's that. And what do we got here? What that is? Oh, it's the seat. There, molded in a kind of leather color. It's amazing, it really is. I mean, they literally have given you, I'm going to say it again, every single, they're giving you about 6 different colors. So you pretty much don't have to paint it. Tires. So, looks like you get 3 tires with this. I guess it's for one of its. I don't know why they give you 3. Oh, it's 2 halves. My bad. Boo. So, that's really strange. I wonder why they gave you 2 halves for that tire, but they did that one complete, so there's no seam line. So it means putting those 2 together, you're now going to get a seam line, which is a shame. But they're rubber, which is good. The windshield. This looks absolutely fantastic. This looks fantastic. I wouldn't normally get it out, but let's take a closer look. Because look at this. Look at that glass. That glass is stunning. For the windshield. And you got the headlight there, the tail light, and you got some, looks like little goggles as well, which is awesome. And here's, looks like a stand. That's like a base for the stand, which is nice. Clear, so you don't notice it. But that just to me is absolutely stunning. That glass, really amazing. Beautiful work there from Bandai. All in all, I think this kit's fantastic. I mean, I just think, look, it's just absolutely amazing kit in terms of quality and finish and what they've done with it. More colours, the hair, blue hair. Yeah, you could do the figure literally without painting it, and then you could just maybe put some washes on her, and call it that. Because you really don't have to go too much into painting that figure. It's everything is molded in color. It's this here. It looks like there's more parts of the clear stand on that one, and more engine parts as well. Here. All right. And you get like a little sheet there that just how to make models, assembly instructions. And just bear with me a second. All right, so here's the instructions. Really nice. Love that. Great piece of artwork there. So you can, you know, see where you're going to go with it, painting it, which is awesome. Typical Bandai instructions. If you've made a Bandai kit, their instructions are pretty much the same on every kit. They're actually pretty good. You know, I've never really had many problems with Bandai kits, and they're getting a lot better because obviously their global market's expanding. I've found that they've really worked hard at sort of translating everything really well into English and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, you got the sprue guide here at the front, and then they give you some instructions here how to find the parts and whatnot for the stickers and all that kind of stuff. And you know, usual how to cut the parts, fitting the parts together, just a little bit of basics before you start building. And then here it tells you basically you know the flow assembly. So if you want to make different versions, and you can go, I don't know, we'll get to it in a minute, but I think the way you start off is, I'm guessing that you start off with, you build the bike, and then you can change it into these once you build it. You can just turn it and mutate it and pull it apart and put it back together. I'm assuming, we'll get to that. So it starts off with the wheels, engine and wheels and tires there. And yep, through to the engine there. That. Pretty straightforward. They give you springs for the suspension. I don't know if you can see that. They're here. So you've actually got real metal springs. I did see them in there actually, which is nice. So it's actually got sprung rear suspension, which I think is really awesome. It's a nice little touch. It looks like they give you a guide to decals right here as you go, and I think maybe, I don't know, and they do have a color call. I think it's at the back here. Yeah, there's a color call right down there. So it looks like it's typically with these, no, they haven't given you manufacturer's numbers. They've just given you the names of the colors, so you can pick whichever paint manufacturer. Probably most people use Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color series. I use Mission Models, so they're pretty basic colors on this. I've seen these in red. This one's a green bike, but I've seen it done in red, which is kind of cool. So there again, you could maybe do the bike panels 2 different colors. You don't have to stick to the green. You could maybe give it, change the colors of everything. So you could add a twist to it, make it your own. I quite like the green. I think the green's pretty cool. It's like British racing green. I like that. It's very classic. So yeah, so back wheel, engine. Then we get to the front wheel assembly. Nothing really crazy there. There's the 2 halves of the tires go together to make the front tire. And then once you've got that, you're pretty much all right. They have a hole there for the stand under there. When you get to the handlebars and cowling, goes on. And then, yeah, again, they're the decal numbers there. And I think what that's telling you there is you can either use stickers or the water slides. They give you a nice side view. So once you've completed all this, you can look at the side view, and that way you can sort of compare it, and you can see if everything's in the right place and facing the right direction, which is cool. Okay, there's a stand again there. And then you got like little machine guns that go on the side here. And then it goes on to Bulma. And it's weird. It's really cool. I mean, wow. So many parts for her. They give you 3 different facial expressions, which is cool. So choose your facial expression. Looking left or right, or looking straight forward. There, and then she hops on the bike like that. And here, look, they tell you attention. Here, hair parts move. So that's kind of interesting. I guess you attach her legs to match the shape of the fuel tank there. And you can lift her hair up and down, so it's like straight up in the air as if it's, I guess, in the wind, or down as if she's kind of cruising. All right. So once you've built that, right, and she's on it, then it moves on to bipedal mode. So pretty much you're complete there at that point. So if you want to change it to bipedal mode, which is this kind of walker mode, they go through it here. So it looks like from this, it's kind of interesting. You set up the stand with that extension, then the bike lifts off, take her off, and then it looks like looks like the front wheel kind of comes off here, and then it folds down. It looks like, because these are joined, those arms that go up there, they're all joined, so you can swing them with the wheel attached. So that swings down like that. And then you take her apart and you reattach the new legs and arms to have her standing upright. And swing those down, the legs with the wheels. It looks like it's got some kind of like robot arms here, like that. Those fenders, they swing outwards as well. Yeah, they kind of got, these have got hinges. You can see there. So they swing right out. Attach those, then you stand her in and she's good to go. And then you got the trike mode, which is, I think you basically, it looks like you go from bipedal to the trike. So you keep it standing upright like that. Change her again so she's in a seated position, which is different to the riding the bike position. It's another set of legs. You get 3 sets of legs. And then it looks like you fold the stand and then just switch the wheels and the extended arm things that hold the wheels up to another angle out in front. And then there's like a little pin here that you plug her onto on top of the fuel tank, and she kind of sits don't know how the seat goes on. I guess we'll work that out. Oh, there's like a seat thing there that she sits on. It looks like the bike seat swings upwards. She sits on that. So yeah, interesting stuff, really fun. You know, we'll go through, I'll take photographs and go through all of that and post them up on my Instagram once I've done it. So I'll post photographs of all the 3 different versions. And here at the back is just absolutely stunning. Color cool and pictures. So you can really get a good idea of what it's going to look like. If you can see that, the lights are shining a bit weird. Nice side view, nice rear view. I'm going to do this, I'm going to kind of make it so that it's got a very kind of cafe racer, old school look. I'm not going to make, I want to get away from the kind of having it too polished. I want it to look a little worn, a little well used. I really like it though. It's awesome. It's like there, you see, you got the frame. They've done the frame all one color because the plastic's molded like that. But you could do the frame any color you like. If you had a green bike, you could have the frame black, or you could have it silver. You could do it green with red. Whatever you fancy, I think. I just think it's really cool. All right, so there you go. Like I said, down there, the color guide. Very simple, real basic colors. They give you the bike colors, and then the Bulma colors, and then the bike colors are just absolutely really basic. So you can adapt those, you can change those if you want. We'll see. We will see. There you go, the Bandai Dragon Ball Z Bulma's variable No.19 motorcycle.